Hey everyone, I'm doing a really quick one today because I'm super excited to try the new CIELE blush shades. If you're not familiar with CIELE Cosmetics, they're an SPF based makeup brand. One of their founders is Nikki DeRoost, who's an incredible makeup artist, super talented. Their skin tint is actually what I'm wearing today, their Tint and Protect SPF 50 tinted serum. I wear the shade 04 light medium, and it was in my 2023 beauty favorites. It's probably one of the most used base products in my collection right now. So I'm a big fan of the brand. I applied it with the CIELE complexion brush, which is now on Sephora.com, as well as their blush brush, which I'll talk about in a second. Complexion brush is dual-sided. They both are. This is the foundation side, super soft, and the concealer side has this angled doe foot sort of shape, which I love. And when I wear this, I don't even wear concealer. I just take it around my eyes. It has no fragrance. It's very sensitive skin friendly. There's a zinc-based SPF in there. I always use it with my other regular SPF, but it's a great product to have that additional layer of protection. So here are the new blush shades, and I also have my other two shades, the original shades of the blushes, to compare them to. But for a little bit of info, these are the CIELE Blush and Protect SPF 50. It's also mineral based, and they're a liquid blush with a doe foot applicator. So this is January and this is June. That's the name of the shades. Super cute. We have a cool toned pink and then this warm burgundy, which is such a unique shade. They come with a doe foot applicator, and let me just swatch for you. Such a beautiful but very wearable cool toned pink. Let me show you what it's like blended out. These are so beautiful. They blend out so easily. They have a natural finish and they're really, really long wearing. Here is the shade June. I'll apply it here. So stunning. And let me blend out some of this for you. This is such an interesting shade. It's burgundy, but it's very brown based, and it just has this earthy undertone to it. These are not glittery, they're not shimmery by any means, but they do have this really, really fine pearl running through them that gives them a nice glow on the cheeks. Again, it's not a glitter, it's not even a shimmer or a metallic or anything like that. They just have a nice glow and radiance to them. And then I just did some quick comparison swatches of my older shades. So these two are the older shades, these two are the newer shades. This is Elodie, which is a coral. And then I have Bahati, which is sort of this earthier pink. It's more of a dusty pink. Then we have this new shade January, which compared to Bahati is a much cooler toned baby pink, almost pastel. And then we have June, which of course is kind of unlike any of the other shades here and unlike any of the other shades in the range. There are, I think, 2 or 3 other shades in the range that I don't have. I'm going to apply one shade on each cheek and then I'll even it out at the end. I am going to use their cheek brush. So this is a dual-sided cheek brush that is, you can see here it's labeled. This side is for creams, this side is for powders. The powder side is kind of a duo fiber brush, it's angled. And then the cream side is fluffier and it's also angled. It has sort of a pointed ridge right here. I love the shapes of their brushes. They're really thoughtfully designed and they feel super comfortable in the hand. So first I'm gonna go in with January, and I am going to use this directly on the cheeks only because it's a lighter shade and I want to apply it more towards the center of my cheek. Then I'm going to take the brush on the cream blush side and I'm just going to tap it in. And the thing that I love about this liquid blush formula is that it really gives you time to work with the product. It's not so pigmented that it kind of stains where you apply it. You're able to maneuver it, to blend it out. It's really creamy, but it's also very thin. And when it sets down, it really sets down and it lasts all day long. Even though it's a cool pink, I feel like on my skin tone, it just gives a really natural flush. And because it is a lighter shade, I feel like I can be a little bit more generous with it than I typically am with some of the other shades. I've been really feeling the cool tone pinks like moving into spring and warmer months. It just feels really fresh and fun and playful, and it adds a lot of life to the cheeks. It's just such a cute, girly shade. Because June is a deeper shade, I'm actually going to apply it on the back of my hand. So I take a little bit, I kind of try to apply it in an even plane across the back of my hand, like that. And then this is not how you're meant to use this brush, but I'm going to take the foundation brush, I'm gonna work it into the brush itself. And then I'm going to apply this one kind of as a bronzer towards the back of my cheek. That is so pretty. Wow. It's like that sunburnt sort of look. Ooh, this is going to be really nice, like with a tan. And I'm even going to apply it sort of where I would apply bronzer on my forehead and into my temples. That's so nice. It's really warming up my complexion. There's an earthiness to it that makes it really versatile. I'm actually going to sweep it across my entire forehead. So this side is June and this side is January. I feel like they do really evoke the months that they're named after. June is very like summery, bronze goddess sort of a moment, and then January is that baby pink flush, sort of like you've been out in the cold. I'm actually gonna even out both sides. Even though these are really different shades, I feel like you can wear them together really easily because they blend out so nicely. So back to my blush brush, I'm just gonna keep January focused more in the center of the cheek. See what I mean about this like beautiful pearly sheen? These are also really blurring over the pores. I don't know what it is about it, but they just create the most beautiful diffused blend, even though they are dewy. But yeah, they are dewy when they apply, and then they like set down throughout the day, and they really don't budge, and they don't fade. They stay vibrant throughout the day. I'm gonna flip over the complexion brush and use the concealer side and just pick up whatever's left of the June shade on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to lightly apply whatever's left across the eyes. I don't need like a dramatic eyeshadow look. I just want it to look cohesive. I'm gonna tie it into the rest of the base. And then just in the center of the T-zone, I'm gonna go in with the CIELE Filter and Protect. This is an SPF 30 powder. It's so cool. It's lightly tinted, so there are 3 shades. Oh, oops. I thought I had a powder puff in there. There are 3 shades. I have medium, although I probably should be using light right now, and then there's a shade deeper than this, but this is what medium looks like. It does come with a cushion puff. I thought mine was in there. I think I washed it and forgot to put it back, and then it has that net in the center. Just gonna swirl some around in the cap and then lightly press. And this powder is so blurring. It's mattifying, but it's not too matte, but it just really blurs over. Like I think you could probably see as I'm powdering how much it blurs over pores. It really diffuses the skin. It does create a super filtered appearance, especially in the T-zone where I have the most visible pores. Also, because it is tinted, I feel like it gives me the slightest bit of coverage. And if I, for example, brought my blush down too low, it's a really nice powder to kind of blend out the edges of your complexion products and sort of touch up, because it creates that filtered appearance. It's just seriously so good. Just finished off my brows and added some of my Swede Pro Lash Lift Mascara. It's so good. And I think I'm gonna use the Summer Fridays lip oil in the shade Rosewood Nights. I feel like it's gonna go really well with the burgundy undertones of the June shade. So just gonna do, I don't have lip liner on or anything, just gonna do a quick application. These 2 shades I can already tell are going to be in heavy rotation for me, partly because I'm really into a cool toned pink as like a sort of color trend right now going into spring, but also because these are both wearable for every day and adaptable for multiple occasions because of the tones. There's an earthiness to this June shade that just makes it a beautiful shade for warming up the complexion. It's also going to show up beautifully on deep skin tones. And I wanted to mention this earlier, earlier, I think this is actually a pastel pink that will and does look good on deeper skin tones. And I think it's the right level of white pigment to make this a pastel pink, but to not make it look clownish or artificial, to still have the natural skin shine through the shade. Actually, I think pastel pinks and pastel blush shades in general are really hard to formulate because of the level of white pigment in them. They're a great addition to the lineup. I'm so excited to have these in my collection. I can already tell these are gonna go in my everyday makeup bag. I'm gonna use them all the time. So I think that's it for me today. I know it's a quick one, but I just wanted to really get these on my cheeks and try them on ASAP. I know you guys are really excited too. I've gotten a lot of comments about these. So if you have any questions, anything I didn't get to, let me know in the comments. I think you can go back and see my original wear test of these blushes, or at least see how they wore throughout the day. But because I am familiar with the formula, I know they're going to last me a good 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, if you're thinking about picking these up as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.